So if you had asked me a few months ago that S23 FE or the S24 FE in 2025, I would have said that get the S23 FE if you want good camera phone around the 35,000 rupees price range, if you can compromise on the battery life. But if you ask me now or what to get during this year's Flipkart BBD or Amazon GIF sale, then I think I will have a different answer. Choose the S24 FE without any hesitation. And today I will give you exactly 6 reasons of why I think the S24 FE is a much better device to choose between the S23 FE and the S24 FE. Starting with the build and design. Now at first glance they look both the same. Like if I show you the similar color variants of these two phones from the back, then you would have a hard time guessing which one's which. But once you pick it up and hold it, the S24 FE will not only feel more premium but also more comfortable due to the curved side edge of the frame from the back, and also as it's a more boxy type of a phone as compared to a more rounded type on the S23 FE with a little more sharper edges. Also the S23 FE is protected by the Gorilla Glass 5, which is not bad at all, but the S24 FE now has a much stronger Gorilla Glass Victus Plus on both the front and the back. So not only you're getting a more premium and a more comfortable phone, but also a more stronger device. Rest both of them has an IP68 and almost similar aluminum frame, but the S23 FE is a little lighter at around 209 grams as compared to 213 grams on the S24 FE. But there is a good reason for that, and 8.2mm in thickness for the S23 FE as compared to 8mm on the S24 FE. And if you like a little smaller display at around 6.4 inch with a little more sharpness, then get the S23 FE as compared to a bigger 6.7 inch display with lesser bezels now as compared to the S23 FE for the S24 FE. Next, let's talk about the performance. Exynos 2200 on the S24 FE versus the Exynos 2400E, or basically the Exynos 2400 on the S24 FE. Now in day-to-day tasks, none of the devices are a slouch. They will perform pretty much smoothly most of the times, but when it comes to heavier tasks like video editing or gaming, the S24 FE will perform much better. Yes, none of them are a gaming-centric device. For that you will have better devices, but compared to these two, the S24 FE will perform better, be it in terms of normal tasks or heavier tasks. Plus the S24 FE's 256GB variant has a much faster UFS 4.0 storage speed as compared to UFS 3.1 on both available variants of the S24 FE. So if you can get the 256GB of the S24 FE, which I will recommend, you will notice the performance difference even more. But with more performance comes in more heating, right? Well, not in this case. The S24 FE runs relatively cooler, be it while scrolling social media or gaming, as compared to the S23 FE. Now look, both runs on Exynos, and it is Exynos' birthright to heat up every now and then, right? But the Exynos 2400E runs much cooler than the Exynos 2200 on the S23 FE. Like sometimes the S23 FE heats up like crazy, but not on the S24 FE, at least as of now, maybe due to a bigger phone size with bigger vapor cooling chamber inside. Again, none of them are a gaming phone, so choose wisely. But yes, even after heating, I didn't see either of them to lag or freeze while doing anything, even while using the cameras, so that's nice. Now comes the bigger question, what about the battery life? Well, in terms of numbers, the S23 FE has a 4500 mAh battery with 25 watts wired fast charging, 15 watts wireless and around 5 watts reverse wireless charging. And the S24 FE has a bigger 4700 mAh battery with the same 25 watts wired, 15 watts wireless and around 5 watts reverse wireless charging. And you have guessed it right, none of them comes with a charger inside the box. Now let's say you are a moderate phone user. In that case, the S23 FE will give you around 5 to 5.5 hours of screen on time, and in the same kind of a usage, the S24 FE will get you easily around 6 to 7 hours of screen on time. These results will obviously vary due to a lot of factors like the kind of a user you are, heavy or moderate or light, whether you are using 5G mostly or Wi-Fi or a mixed usage of both, and also the network strength around your area, as both of them has some network issues, nothing major, but some issues are there and users have faced, mainly on the S23 FE. But yes, battery life is much better on the S24 FE. Now even though both of them are running on the full version of the One UI, which is currently the One UI 7 for both, and both of them has basically all the AI features from Samsung with a smooth user experience. However, the S24 FE will get longer software support, which was 7 years of Android updates and security updates. It has already got one, so about 6 years worth of software upgrades is still left, compared to the S23 FE, which promised 4 major Android updates and 5 years worth of security updates, but it has already got 2 major software updates and around 2 more Android updates is left and 3 years worth of security updates, which is still not bad, but the S24 FE is way ahead in terms of updates. Yeah, how will the Exynos handle so long update cycle will be in question, but if you want more software updates, then again the S24 FE wins. And now the deciding factor, the pricing. The S23 FE retails at around 35,000 rupees to around 38,000 rupees for its 128GB normally, and I haven't seen any major price cuts on the S23 FE even in the recent sales. but maybe in some upcoming sales it will lower down. But during the Flipkart BBD or the Amazon GIF sale, if it ends up on Amazon during this year's major sale, you can expect it to be around 27,000 rupees to 28,000 rupees without any card offers. While the S24 FE retails at around 40 to 45,000 rupees for its 128GB variant on Flipkart, but can be easily found under or around 35,000 rupees to 36,000 rupees during any sale, or around 35,000 rupees on Amazon easily, even without sales. And during the BBD sales, expect this one to be around 30 to 32,000 rupees or so. So there will be that 4 to 5,000 rupees gap. And as for the 256GB variants, the S23 FE's 256GB is sort of not available as of now. It might be during the big sales, but no guarantee. It is only available on Amazon at around 46,000 rupees normally. So during the sales, it might be available at around 33,000 rupees or 35,000 rupees, but again no guarantee. Whereas the S24 FE's 256GB variant is available at around 45 to 50,000 rupees normally, and you can expect it to come down to around 35,000 rupees or 37,000 rupees during the Flipkart BBD sales. So either ways, the S24 FE's pricing during sales is a much better value as compared to the S23 FE. And if you are waiting for the Flipkart BBD or the Amazon GIF sales, even then the S24 FE will provide a much better value. Even if you have to spend around 4 to 5,000 rupees more, it will be totally worth it. So I guess you understood why getting the S24 FE is a much better idea or a deal in 2025, be it now or in any upcoming sales, especially during the BBD sales that might happen around September this year. More details on these videos available on your screen, go give them a watch. And I haven't talked much about the cameras, as both of them basically has the exact same camera hardware and also performs around the same. But yes, the S24 FE will again have an advantage as it's a newer and better model with a newer and better processor. So even for cameras, the S24 FE is the way to go. And as always, till the next one, this was Rideep. See you guys.